So fulfillment is based in purpose.
Yeah.
The purpose God has for you.
Yeah.
So as man, how do you find that purpose?
Okay. If fulfillment, just like what you said, is based in purpose,
yes,
how then do you find God's purpose?
Yes.
Very, very interesting question. Now, how do we find God's purpose? Let me use another word. How do you discover the purpose? Now, how you discover God's purpose for your life? First, you discover purpose for your life in firstly having relationship with God. God's template for discovering purpose is relationship. A relationship in the sense that it is in relationship that you will find your purpose with God. So the first purpose that God created man for is relationship. So there are ranks, there are different aspects to purpose. So there is a purpose in first finding relationship with God. And that purpose you find relationship with God, the ripple effect of that comes with discovering your own purpose. Your purpose is first in discovering a relationship with God. And that relationship with God helps you to discover your purpose. Now, and in discovering your purpose, the purpose why God embedded that reality in your spirit, one, is for Him to, through you, reach out to humanity. So God's original purpose for your life is actually meant for creation. God's purpose for your life is not just meant for you. It is meant through you, in the sense that God, whatever God's purpose for your life is, it is for you to reach out to God's creation. So that is why you discover that it takes people who are selfless that they can truly fulfill purpose. When you embark on purpose, on how do I call it now, on selfish angle, I want to acquire, I want to get this. That is why the scripture defines that as the wrong way of going through it. Because the life we are to live is based on the life you give, is your contribution. So your purpose was designed for you to contribute. So I said you discover that purpose firstly in the relationship. Relationship with who? With God. Two, you discover now that relationship, the effect of that relationship in your life is now discovering yourself. So when you discover yourself because you are first in relationship with God, it helps you to understand the scriptural and biblical perspective of God's divine purpose. Then you will begin to understand that now that I have discovered this purpose, it is best expressed through love. Because we discover that God Himself reaches out to the world because of love. The Bible says, for God so loved the world. Remember, we are created to mirror God. So there is no how you fulfill your purpose if you are not in love with God's creation. And that ability to be in love with God's creation, you only find that synergy by firstly you being in relationship with God. That is the byproduct of, firstly, that's the essence of why we need to understand being born again, is to give you the privilege of relationship with God. So you find God's purpose by finding your relationship first with God. So that is the first way to go about journeying to purpose.